Radical American, intersectional feminist writer, activist and self-identified warrior, Audre Lorde became known as the voice of indignant humanity.
We, young and black and fine and gay, sweated out our first heartbreaks with no school nor office chums to share that confidence over lunch hour.
Lorde was raised in Harlem during the Great Depression by immigrant parents from the West Indies. As a child, she was deemed legally blind due to extreme myopia and had a severe speech impediment, but her mother taught her a love of words. She began writing aged 12.
I started writing because I had a need inside of me to create something that was not there.
She participated in school poetry workshops, and her work was published in 17 magazine by the time she graduated. In 1962, Audre's poetry was featured in Langston Hughes' New Negro Poets, and she married Edwin Rollins despite both being gay. They produced 2 children during their 8 years together. During the 60s, Lorde worked as a librarian and was active in the civil rights, anti-war and feminist movements, fueling her rage at social injustice, which she expressed in her writing.
I am not only a casualty. I am also a warrior.
She was also a vocal critic of the white female-focused feminist movement, supporting a more inclusive intersectional ideal valuing all women. In Cables to Rage from 1970, Lorde comes out with her first expression of lesbian sexuality in Martha. The Black Unicorn, published in 1978, is considered her finest work, exploring her intersectionality as mother and daughter.
My head rang like a fiery piston. My legs were towers between which a new world was passing.
And she subsequently laid bare her private battle in the inspirational cancer journals.
Standing with outstretched palms, hip high, one breast eaten away by worms of sorrow.
In 1984, Lorde began a visiting professorship in Cold War West Berlin, mentoring several black women and empowering the rise of the Afro-German movement.
Ich glaube, mir hat niemand so viel Mut gemacht und so viel mir meine eigene Verantwortlichkeit aufgezeigt.
Documented in the award-winning film Audre Lorde, The Berlin Years. On the 17th of November 1992, 14 years after her initial diagnosis, and while serving as New York State's Poet Laureate, Audre Lorde succumbed to liver cancer.
Caught between ghosts of whiteness and the real water, none of us wanted to leave our bones on the way to salvation.
She died in the US Virgin Islands, where she lived with her partner Gloria. Lorde's last volume was published posthumously in 1993. In 2019, she was recognized as a pioneer and hero and inducted onto the National LGBT Wall of Honor in New York City, celebrating 50 years since Stonewall.